Hey everyone, here is the next round of my crawl space proper outside sealing, since I said my glorious crappy contractor did it completely and utterly wrong. And it wasn't sealed at all. As I found as I dug into this, uh, realized he hadn't sealed the footings to the bottom brick at all. So there was water penetration through the bottom for sure, and it was just going to get worse and worse. And it muddies up your crawl space, mold starts to grow, then it starts building moisture between the crawl space and the first floor, then it leaks through your floor, and then it'll buckle all of your wood flooring or will pop tiles. It's horrible. You do not want moisture trapped in that crawl space. And I also explained how we hadn't vented it before either, and I'll show you. Now I vented 3 sides. I have 10 4-inch round vents. It was the only size I could get through. This brick is a foot thick and filled with concrete and rebar in places, so I had to hit the joints of this Faswall product. That's the only place you can get 4 inches. And still with that, I hit concrete in 8 out of the 10 holes. So it was quite an adventure. I had to use 8-inch drills with extenders. There goes the wind kicking up. So it was painful. This is weeks of work right here. Prep, getting it all fixed and all that. But I wanted to show you the Red Guard product. You can see it's red. And as I said, this has been around for about 10, 12 years. And I've used it in the past. It's a water barrier, liquid water barrier product that you use in shower pans. You can use it on concrete floors, in between your floor and tile, so water won't get through and pop your tiles on concrete floors as well. Really a great product. I'd seen people use this on the inside of basements before, and I've never seen it on the outside. I'm sure someone's done it, but like I said in the previous video, it was the only product that I could think that would stick and would work well, because he tarred this brick, and it's a very porous brick with a lot of big cavities in it and all that. I'll show you here what this stuff looks like up close, so you can get an idea that just spray tarring it is not going to work. You can see this stuff has some huge cavities and gaps in it. So, because that's the wood chips. It's 85% wood chip, 15% concrete, and they form these bricks. So has great insulation value, but man, is it a bear to seal if you have to seal it. So the first thing I did here is my big stretch product, which is a gap filler, rubberized. It has a lifetime warranty. This stuff expands, contracts with weather. It works really well. It's expensive too. It's more expensive than silicone, depending on what kind of deal you get or tube size, but it's around the same or a little more. But I've had good luck. So behind here, you can see my seams. That's all the seams have been sealed. He didn't seal any of the seams. And it's hard to see here at the bottom, but this bottom where the footing is and the first brick, there's dirt right there. Let's get to a place where there's no dirt. But now you can see it is all sealed up, so there's no gap in there anymore for the water just to seep through. And eventually this would cause a ton of problems with expansion and contraction in winter. As the water freezes and gets in these crevices, it will just start to crack all the interior concrete in the brick, and it'll cause a whole host of issues, and probably could cause the crawl space to fail down the line. So it was a pain in the butt, but I did it. And there's about 22 gallons of Red Guard at 50 bucks a gallon. So yeah, over, it's 1,000 to 1,100 bucks. Then I had to redo all my drainage pipe. You see my drainage pipe here. He had used old drainage pipe and taped it. It was a mess, just an absolute mess. And it was done incorrectly. I told him how I wanted it done. I was actually going to do it. He did it for me when I wasn't around. Said, oh, hey, took care of your drainage pipe, and probably charged me $5 grand for it, knowing this guy. But yeah, so I did it right. So this time, he only surrounded the house in a U. So what I did is I also did the front of the house, and I'll show you. I went around the complete perimeter, so I have drainage all the way around. even though the front has a slope to it and it probably won't utilize it as much, but it's cheap. You know, it's an extra 20 bucks worth of product probably to do this right here in 5-10 minutes of your time. So I have them both out spouting down slope to the front of the property. So I'll have great water drainage. No water will be getting trapped in here. So, and that'll cause a whole host of problems too. And then I'll put in some other French drains up above on the gutter lines later that I'll show you. But I want to show you, this is again red guard, and there's some more vents. So I'm cross vented, and I have 2 more vents on the other side. So now you can see them all sealed up. Everything's done right. The inspector really loved it. He thought it was a great idea. So there you go. There's a solution to a problem. A nice $1,500 fix with tools, and doesn't include my time and all the materials. So that's how your contractors get you. Do it crappy, cover it up so you can't see it, and then you find out about it 2, 3, 5 years down the road when everything goes to crap. So glad I caught it now, and it's well worth it to spend this money now as opposed to spending 10 times that possibly later, if not more. So hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. Thanks.